Are you ready if disaster strikes? Find out what you need to do by watching this program. Bosai Be Prepared. The topic this time is earthquake, tips for staying safe.
Hello, my name is Janne Olsen, and today I am gonna experience how an earthquake feels. And we are gonna do it in this truck over here.
This is an earthquake simulator that can reproduce the tremors of earthquakes that have actually occurred in Japan. First, an earthquake early warning alarm will sound, indicating an earthquake is about to strike. Please remember this alarm sound. When you hear an earthquake early warning, what do you do first? Janne immediately hides under the table. This action is good. Then comes violent shaking.
Oh no!
This is a reproduction of the earthquake that struck Kumamoto in 2016, with a maximum intensity of 7 on the Japanese seismic scale. You should take a posture with your head protected and your body as curled up as possible. The idea is to protect the back of your head and your abdomen.
Wow. That was scary. Has it stopped?
Japan is an earthquake-prone country, so let's learn some prompt actions to protect our life if a quake occurs. The first thing to remember is the earthquake early warning. When a major earthquake is expected, the Meteorological Agency issues the warning, and it's broadcast on TV, the radio, and cell phones.
It also comes to cell phones, right? Do we get these alarms anywhere in Japan?
Yes, cell phone companies nationwide issue the JMA earthquake early warnings.
An alarm is issued when the maximum seismic intensity is expected to be 5 lower or more. Here's an example of a TV earthquake early warning from the past.
内容に矛盾する点がありました。緊急地震速報です。さらに強い揺れに警戒してください。今、緊急地震速報が出ました。次の地域では強い揺れに警戒をしてください。
On cell phones, you will hear an alarm tone like this.
地震です。地震です。
The alarm is issued a few seconds to a few tens of seconds before the actual tremors are felt.
I hope an earthquake early warning will trigger you to take effective actions, such as protecting your head and going inside a building.
If I'm using a stove or something like that, should I turn it off first or protect myself?
The top priority is avoiding injury. For example, if you're frying food on the stove and are doused in hot oil when you try to turn it off, that alone causes a serious accident. Oil will not catch fire immediately if it's spilt, so protect yourself first and extinguish any flames only after the tremors have subsided.
To be honest, if an earthquake as strong as this came, I think there's a big risk that people might actually panic and freeze instead. So the thing that is really important is the actions that you take just after an earthquake hit. These might actually be the difference between life and death in some situations.
Let's learn how to protect ourselves from earthquakes in various situations by means of a quiz. Sawa Yoshihiro is a disaster prevention specialist.
Here's the first question. If an earthquake occurs in a residential area, which action should you take first? 1. Move to the middle of the road. 2. Take shelter beside a wall.
I'd probably stick to the wall, so number 2. Like this.
Sorry, that's the wrong answer. The many concrete block walls and telegraph poles next to them in residential areas are in danger of collapsing. In the event of an earthquake, it's better to stay away from dangerous objects like that. So the correct answer is number 1. You should crouch down in the middle of the road and protect your head with any item you are carrying and watch out for falling or collapsing objects around you. Now the second question. You hear an earthquake early warning on a train. Which is the first action you should take? 1. Hold on to a hanging strap or handrail. 2. Crouch down with head in hands. The correct answer is number 1. It can be very dangerous if lots of people fall on top of each other. To prevent yourself from falling, hold on to a hanging strap or handrail and stand firm. When the tremors stop, follow the instructions of the conductor. Don't go down onto the tracks without permission because of the danger of electrocution.
If you're on a station platform, stay low and hold on to a bench or pillar. Beware of station name signs or other objects that could fall on you.
Let's move on. Question 3. When an earthquake occurs in a landfill area, what should we pay special attention to? 1. Fire. 2. Ground subsidence or uplift.
I'm here in Toyosu. I love this district because of its wholesale market. But this is all reclaimed land. So I'm a bit worried. So, number 2?
That's correct. In places with high underground water content, such as reclaimed land or near rivers, the ground is prone to liquefaction, a phenomenon in which the ground becomes like liquid. The ground may deform, causing water pipes to break, buildings to tilt, and water to pour out of manholes. I would strongly recommend you to check the hazard map for your area. Question 4. You are near the sea and an earthquake strikes. What should you do? 1. Evacuate on foot to a higher location. 2. Evacuate by car to a higher location.
I'd want to escape as fast as possible, so number 2, by car.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer is number 1. Evacuate on foot to a higher location. If you're by the sea, the first thing to watch out for is a tsunami, which could arrive only a few minutes after a quake. Even adults can be knocked over by a tsunami 20 centimeters deep. When you feel a tremor, even if there's no warning, go at once to higher ground or a building at least 5 stories high. It's dangerous to try escaping by car. Right after an earthquake, roads may be blocked by people fleeing and vehicles. And a car may become useless if its wheels are submerged in water. Escape quickly before the water prevents the doors from opening.
In areas where there is a risk of a tsunami, this kind of advisory sign is found. There are also tsunami escape building and tsunami escape site signs near such places. Be sure to check these locations on a regular basis.
Next, the 5th question. An earthquake hits and you're trapped under rubble. How should you let people know you're there? 1. Shout loudly. 2. Hit something to make a noise. The correct answer is number 2. Hit something to make a noise. If you are pinned underneath fallen furniture or rubble and incapable of moving, you cannot replenish your water or food. It's vital to save your energy as much as possible. Shouting is not recommended as it will drain your strength. To let rescuers know you are there, hit something with some fallen object you can reach. There are many facilities and events in Japan where you can learn about natural disasters. I encourage you to take up the challenge of learning exactly what to do in emergencies.